All right, we're live. We took a little extended break. Sorry about that, but we're here back at the 7-Eleven. And we're marching along. There it is one more time. In case it brought it up too quick. There's the 7-Eleven where we zoomed off. We're just past mile marker 90. We're going to try to go deep into the 90s as can. Maybe even as far as 99. But here we are. Let's get good old 7-Eleven. Which, by the way, the gas price for regular at 7-Eleven is $3.91. You know, there's no full, Marching along, we're just going to cruise here. The traffic, from what I've been told, the traffic going northbound is bumper to bumper. My dad was, he was doing some, running around doing some stuff, and he said he was going like 4 miles an hour. It would have been faster to walk. There's the old Tavernier restaurant. But here we are. I can't believe we started walking during the Iowa UVA OT. Oh, that's right. The ladies tournament. The ladies going on. SDI is all about the lady tournament. Let me know how that happens. Let me know if I need to pull over on the side of the road and watch the end of that. So Iowa and UVA playing on back-to-back days. Iowa had a thrill, but Iowa used too much mojo yesterday to beat Florida. They can't possibly have it happen twice, 2 days in a row. I think all the Iowa, as the gods have overstayed yesterday. So you should probably bet UVA because the gods won't allow Iowa to win both of those games after the winning on after what Iowa did yesterday. But we're back. We're back live. Marching along, there's the old Tavernier restaurant. We're getting into Tavernier. I think we have one little bridge, one bridge to cross, and I think we're done with bridges for the day. Yeah, SDI, let me know. Give me an update on how that game goes. Some quick text. Here we are. Here we are, marching along. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch, and we're live on Instagram. There's Christopher Menendez on the IG. Christopher Menendez, I think he was part of the Wolfpack last year, right around here. I think we met them at the mile marker 94. When we sort of walk it down from 94. Yeah, I remember passing by the 7-Eleven last year with the Wolfpack. Christopher and his father. Here we are, just cruising on the sidewalk. Don't mind me. We're knocking on the door of Key Largo. We're into Tavernier. There's a little side passageway on this this little bridge coming up ahead. Oh boy, I almost wonder if I should be on the right side. Look at that. That traffic is going nowhere. Yeah, I've heard rumblings like on mile marker 95, there's like construction blocking all the lanes. So These guys are not moving. I wish I should walk on that side so I could say what's up. And, this is jam traffic. Southbound, whee! Northbound, whoa. So, my father who's out spotting me, he's like, hey, it's gonna take me like 2 hours to get it to meet up with you. It's gonna take me fast. It's faster for me to walk. Looks like I'm walking. I have the right idea going northbound. Oh boy! But at last, as long as I got peaceful sidewalk, I'm not in no hurry to cross the street. I got a nice blockade over there. We're trying to get to 99, specifically Mrs. Mac's kitchen, the breakfast one, the little one. That's the mark. That's the mark if we can make it to 99, depending on feel and daylight. We took an extended break. But I feel good. I feel all right. I think we can get to mile marker 99 by the end of by sunset. And if I have to do a little bit of the dark, you can do a little bit of the dark. Big boy. Another big boy. RV and Richie in the house. We're streaming away. Streaming away. Here's a Tavernier Creek Marina. Coming right up. No problem. Yeah, there's only one way to get there. There's only one way to drive back. Oh, I got this nice left with a blockade too. Nice and peaceful as I cross this. This is probably the little walkway that takes you into Tavernier. Guess we're trying to march along, get to 91, and hopefully get to 99 at the end of today. And then tomorrow would only be an 8-mile day from 99 to 107 before we take on the march, the gauntlet of this 18-mile stretch tomorrow. Woo-wee! So here we are. Oh, hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just here enjoying this peaceful 73 degrees now. The traffic is rocking northbound. But I'm here with a nice barricaded walkway. And it looks like the traffic may go for a little bit because I think there's the construction on mile marker 95 that's blocking everything to one lane. I heard my uncle saying, it took an hour to get back from this point. Oh, the traffic's going to be like this going northbound on Wednesday. I might walk on the right side. We're raising money every dollar along the way. raising money for the cause. We're marching along for South Florida Autism Charter School. That's why we're doing it. We had some street donations, including one gentleman earlier. And we're up to $12,455. So thank you all those who've donated. Here we are, Tavernier Creek Marina. Coming right up. Woo! Just gonna hug this nice barricade. Here we are, getting into Tavernier. Yeah, the traffic in this, from where I heard, this traffic goes pretty decently a few miles south too, where we were. Let me see if I can get to the root of this, where this is all coming from. We're 90 miles into our journey. We've got a little bit less than 70 miles to go. Get all the way to the ballpark. My opening day. Still haven't had access to a printer. Marina, Avenue Creek Marine. Can't miss that sign if you're coming near the Keys. The traffic is still backed up, but I'm on this little barricaded path. So there's signs for Isla Morada, catch you later. So we are officially leaving Isla Morada. Right there's a giant sign in the middle. And we're leaving Isla Morada, catch you later. And we're officially getting into Tavernier. I see a green sign signaling that we're getting into Tavernier. And it looks like we're going over a bridge, but this barricaded walkway is going to hold up all the way through. And on that side it says, Isla Morada welcomes you. We're going the opposite direction. We're leaving. More Tavernier Creek Marina. I think we're coming on the Tavernier Creek, and then we're going to be into Tavernier. Tackle scuba. Oh. That's pretty baller. Club. Got the club on wheels. Record my outdoor walk, absolutely. At the lovely Tavernier Creek. That was different. Yeah, that was different. Oh, I think we're in 17. We're in this nice walkway. I see you on. I'm gonna run a curl out. A deep curl, plant, turn, catch with a Tavernier Creek Marina throwing right at me. There you go. 18. Yeah, that was different. Oh, I see what it is. Major crash at mile marker 126, 34 miles ahead. So that's right at the very end of the stretch. There's a major crash. I hope I'll be able to get across. I hope that'll get. But hope everyone's okay. But yeah, major 19. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for updating. Yeah, hopefully everyone's okay. But yeah, there are signs for a major crash at mile marker 126. So I assume all these guys are going to have to go through Card Sound Road to get back to Miami. But yeah, if everyone's on Card Sound Road, it's going to be equally as packed. Here we are, just chilling on this sidewalk. Just marching along Tavernier, getting into Key Largo. But we're in Tavernier. We're heading towards mile marker 91. And I may or may not see a mile marker 91. Oh, I do see mile marker 91. We're there. Oh, it's gonna come right at you. Ooh, tied with 21 seconds to go. But yeah, we've been at it for 20 minutes. Sure enough, we're coming up right at this mile marker. 91. Let's see if we could squeeze out 8 more miles. Try to get all the way to Mrs. Mac's kitchen. The little one, not the big one. Last year I went to the wrong one. There's 2 of them. The little one is more of a breakfast place, and then the big one, opens later as more of a lunch and dinner place. But there is a little bit of overlap where they're both open. Here we go. We got a nice rest, so I feel like I already did 1 mile pretty easily. So I feel like I could do 8 more miles. Worst case, it takes 3 hours. And we'll still have Bailey. How's it going? Oh, I just saw that guy. He just came right back. Iowa up. Oh, wow. The Iowa must have done something with the gods. Or are they going to get marched on? Since they marched Florida yesterday in the men's side, the gods have to even it out. I saw the Greg McDermott retiring, but he's got to coach this with this new NIT. That they play in April. It's like it's like a big NIL tournament for the teams that don't make the tournament. I forget the name of it, but he's going to coach that. Mile marker 91. 91. We're in Tavernier. We're here in Tavernier. Marching along. Trying to see if we could maybe scratch the surface of Key Largo. And then we will pick it up. Then we will pick up tomorrow. What? There's a new tournament? Yeah, it starts in April. It's like a bunch of teams that they decline to go to the NIT to play in this tournament. It's like this is like the college hoops extra. It's in Vegas. Put it this way, it's in Las Vegas, and there's like 8 teams already. I know Oklahoma's in it, and a bunch of Creighton. I forget the name of the tournament, but it starts in like April. It's like parallel with the Final Four. Iowa up 2. K Hayes 06, 090. What's up, K Hayes? He's on the IG. We're marching along here in Tavernier. Just past 91. We passed 91 pretty easily. It's just around a shade 20 minutes. So we keep that up, we might be able to make it to mile marker 100. But let's see how we're doing. They tied it. Yep, the March gods. Double overtime. All right. SDI's got his 2 screens rocking. He's got his screen on an iPad or phone on this stream, and he's got his big screen on his ladies basketball game. We're marching along here in Tavernier. Traffic. You're out in the Keys. You ain't going. I'm walking. You're better off doing what I'm doing if you're going north, not trying to get back to Miami. It is rocking up US 1 North. But I'm here on this sidewalk. I had a nice barricade at the Tavernier Creek Bridge, so I was just hugging that, and that's where the 7-Eleven was, where we picked up from. So I didn't feel there was no need to cross the street. There is sidewalk I can see on both sides, but I'm already here. And we're marching along down Tavernier. Can't even hit this. Oh, bad. I'm talking about my experience at Robbie's. Bad fish at Robbie's. I will not do any disparaging. Here. There's Dylan's Pub and Grill. I believe we ate here last year. Man, if you're still watching, we ate here at this little shopping center. This is one of our stops. You were here with us, and we did the mark. We found some piece of red flag on the floor, and we use that as a mark. Yeah, Dylan's Public Grill. Right here, this is a little shopping center action here in Tavernier. There's McDonald's. But yeah, my dad's spotting me, but he's told me, he's like, hey, it's going to take me a while to get back to you because this traffic is bumping. I'll be able to get to Mrs. Mac's kitchen before he can. Yeah, we're streaming. Yeah, we are on Twitch. Oh, hold on. Robbie walks to Key West. I'm walking to Miami for charity. Robbie walks to Key West. Yeah? All right, we're on Twitch. ROBBIE walks to Key West. There you go. These guys are streaming. We're on Twitch. These guys are yelling from the car. Comment away. I'll be reading. So these gentlemen just asked if I was streaming and on Twitch, and I said yes, I am. Gave them. I tried to yell out the information. I wish I was a little bit closer. Could have given them more. But yeah, you could donate. The top right corner. Hopefully these gentlemen donate. And and that's how we're doing this. We're marching along. We've raised over $12,000, $12,400, and we even had some street donations along the way. Oh, there it is. We got some people in the car. That is, we got someone watching on Twitch. That is V. Yo, what's up, brother? I'm from the car. What's up, man? I got you. I see you. SDI says we should next year on YouTube. Next year we should change the name to Marching Along Key West. But yeah, all right, we got some people in the car. Hey, I'm happy to give you the in-car entertainment. You ain't going anywhere for quite a bit. You're stuck. So if you need the in-car entertainment, I'm happy. We're raising up for VFV. If you don't know what we're doing, I've been walking all the way from Key West. Yeah, we're at mile marker. We just passed mile marker 91, and we started our journey on Wednesday in Key West, and we're walking all the way back to Miami. Yeah, we're trying to go to the ballpark, all the way to the ballpark by Friday, by opening night. And so that's where we're going. We're raising money for charity along the way, and we're that QR code in the top right corner of the stream is how people have donated to the charity. It's the South Florida Autism Charter School. It's a charter school dedicated to autistic kids and adults. My brother's in the program. He's 33 years old. He's going to be joining us later, and so that's what we're doing. And we even had a street donation earlier. Paul Varney, and back in mile marker 90 before we broke for lunch, we had a gentleman give a cash donation. So shout out, Paul Varney. He just pulled in. But yeah, VFI. This is what we're doing. So we got a couple more days doing this. Today's Monday. We're gonna be doing this all the way through Friday, and then Wednesday we're gonna cross the 18-mile stretch. We might get there before you. VFI. But yeah, it's a good thing that I did Twitch this year. Last year was basically only on YouTube, but thankfully I was able to do all at the same time. But yeah, shout out. And we're marching along here. Marching along, Tavernier, working our way to Key Largo. We're trying to get to mile marker 99 before we're done for the day. How you doing? There's a hospital here. Don't need it. I'm feeling great. We've been at it since mile marker 80 today, but we did take a nice long. We took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I did have some batteries that needed to be charged. I was pretty depleted, so I had to charge everything. And I was, so I guess when you had your phone on low power mode, it's slower to charge. So I'm like, keep wondering, why is this taking so long to charge? And it took me a little while to figure it out. But we're back. We're streaming away, and I'll give you another shot. If you're still in the car, there's me. You can flip the camera around. Yeah. There's me. Marching along down Tavernier. And SDI on YouTube says next year we should change the stream name to Robbie is Marching Along to Key West. Last year it was, and we're walking. And we're off. I don't know why. Over. And then my dad says, Overseas Highway is now I-95 at 5 p.m. Yeah, Dad. Although it looks like the cars are moving a little bit better. Looks like it clears up a little bit over here. Not clears up, but it just, that car's moving more than 3 miles an hour. So, but yeah, overseas northbound is I-95 northbound at 5 p.m. It's rocking. But there is a major crash on 120 mile marker 126, which is at the very end of the 18-mile stretch. It's like one or 2 miles to go. So yeah, we had to the gentleman in the car. Just know that there's a big wreck on 126 if you're going to Miami. Maybe consider cart sound, although that's what everyone else might be doing. Everyone else is thinking the same thing, and then you're in the same traffic. It's kind of like this happens all the time when we go to a sporting event or fair or whatever, and you're trying to get through the line to scan your tickets, and they always tell you, over here there's no line, over here there's no line. And then by the time you get over there, everyone jumps over there and the line is just as big. We just wasted time. You would have been better off staying at the line you get to. So yeah, just because, if everyone starts spreading, hey, go to cart sound. There's a wreck on 126, and then if everybody goes to cart sound, it's the same thing. But yeah, it is moving a little bit better, but I'm just trying to get a shot back. Yeah, the people back there are still moving very slow. But you just got to muscle. If you muscle it for a half a mile, you might be able to get traffic relief. But text. In 1.3 miles, I lose the sidewalk, but there's a pass on the other side. Cross at Burton Drive. That's where I spotter going virtually. All right, so I got 1.3 miles of sidewalk, but I could cross at Burton Drive. And then I'd be able to cross. I'm trying to get to 99. Trying to get to mile marker 99. I just passed my 91. I might not make it to 99. That's okay if I don't. We only have to go to 107 tomorrow. The Florida Keys Aqueduct authorities are here. I see an iguana over there. Oh, he disappeared. Iguana. Oh, there he is. There's the iguana. Right there, chilling. There, nice and easy. Right there. What's up, dude? Right, he's not moving. If I move any closer, he's gonna scurry away. So I'm gonna give him his peace. I gotta be one with the nature. I want nature to be nice to me. I gotta respect the animals. Check out. See what's on the Instagram. K Hayes 06090 says, "What up, my dog?" And he's also asks, "Why is traffic so bad?" Well, apparently there's a big wreck on the stretch, and that's why the northbound traffic is acting up. So, but at least for me, I'm on the southbound side and I'm on the sidewalk and I'm cruising away. I'm cruising away, but apparently I will lose the sidewalk at one point. But on Burton Drive, I could cross the street. We're eventually going to get to the big divide, where I think we kind of are on the edge of the big divide. You got 2 southbound lanes here, and then 2 northbound lanes over there. Although the traffic the way it is. Zen Rafi, you sound like Phil Jackson. Yeah, I do sound like Phil Jackson. I gotta respect the animals. I want to give respect. I am at the mercy of nature, and I've been very blessed. Clear skies the whole way. Clear skies. I see what my watch says. Mostly sunny and 73 degrees. So it's getting a little warmer, but it's pretty spectacular today as we're marching along. We're 91,760, so we're already almost at 92. I've been duped by some of these addresses already, thinking that I'm getting closer and closer. The numbers kind of don't make sense. But I feel like I should be getting close to 92. And I mean, it makes sense. We've been at it for 37 minutes. We started just in front of 90 at the 7-Eleven. And within 19 minutes, we were at mile marker 91. And then if we do a 20-minute mile, 20-minute miles, I think is a little fast for me. I think I'm more like 23, but I did get good rest. So I feel like maybe I'm moving a little bit faster. The sidewalk's very helpful. I feel like a boost. Whoa, some more critters. But yeah, the traffic, although there's construction everywhere, traffic does look like it's a little bit better once you get to that muscle of 91. I see cars are moving a little bit faster on the northbound side. Well, even though they're pretty much condensed into one lane, that's the problem. They're just cramming everything into one lane. But once you get past the bottleneck, it seems to move quite nicely. Although you may have a problem getting over the stretch. I won't be able to update you on that until Wednesday. Here we are, marching along, raising money along the way. A fitness center. Ooh, I should probably get in here, do some lifting. That looks. Yeah, there's no LA Fitness in the Keys. But Frogs Fitness. I want to see how many guys from Frogs Fitness can do this walk. That they could probably lift. There it is, and we have a gas station coming up. Rose 242 says, get a little pump on. You know, maybe one of these years I'll do this walk with weights. I'll have one hand, I need to find a device that holds up my camera with no hands. And then I can just have 2 dumbbells, 2 25-pound dumbbells, doing curls the whole way. Yeah, that's Frogs Fitness. Ankle weights. Oh my God, I'm moving at 10 miles an hour. And push-ups every mile marker. Or alternate between jumping jacks or push-ups. Burpees. Burpees every mile marker. That's going to be weird on the 7-mile. We may have to make a 7-mile bridge exception for the burpees. Hey, 387. It's getting a little lower. 387 for reg here at the Chevron over here. It's getting a little bit lower. At least it's not a. The lowest I've seen was a 3 and then a 9. At least there's a 3 and an 8. I mean, we're saying, look, this was still high, but it's better than some of the alternatives out here. We saw a 4.4 yesterday at mile mark at the mobile on 74. Mile marker 74. We saw a 4.49. We have done more than just walk. We've busted out 19 curl routes, which a fellow commenter, Jeff, on YouTube, said he'd donate $5 for every curl route run. And so we definitely will be able to get to 20 before it's all said and done. Tavernier, Ace Hardware, over here. Like I'm blistering away trying to get to mile marker 92. And we'll see how many miles we could bang out today. And then tomorrow could be a shorter day just to get to mile marker 107. And then Wednesday we cross. Jolene's Hidden Treasures and Boutiques. There's a nail spa, in case anyone's interested. Tavernier mower. Calypso's Cleaner Eating. Over there. Let me just check the text anymore. Updates. Burton Drive. That's where that's when the sidewalk dies. There it is, 92. Did I just pass it over here? Nope. But I think I don't see one on this side, but I do see way over there in the corner. I see mile marker 92, and I think you'll see it over here. I'll see it over here, mile marker 92. I thought we had another situation like a mile marker 19 where somebody stole the mile marker on one of the sides. Here's a First Horizon. Here we are. $92, coming right into your living room. There it is. 92. So we do 7 more miles. Even at the slow 2 miles an hour. That's 3 hours and 20 minutes, I think. We'll get a little bit of darkness if we did super slow 3 miles an hour, but I think we'll get there before sunset. Traffic's moving a little bit better now. Northbound looks like 2 lanes, moving and grooving. So, Dad, if you're out there, it'll take you a minute to get through that muscle, but does pick up a little bit over here. I am good on battery. I am good on water for the moment. And I'm just chilling on this sidewalk here. This is more traditional sidewalk, not the cart path that I've been used to. I like the cart path. LSU Phil in the house on the IG. You must be looking to that game too, like with SDI. Driftwood Trailer Park over there. The Ocean Cove over there to the right. This car's coming at me. What's up? Oh, critters. Real SDI back on Twitch now. UVA won. Oh, okay. Yeah, I told you. The basketball gods were too nice to Iowa yesterday. They can't be that nice to have them win 2 March games like that in a row. So yeah, Iowa beat Florida yesterday. Iowa used up all their March. They had to pay. They had all their debt from they paid their debt today with yesterday's performance against Florida to the basketball gods. So they had to sacrifice one of the two. And UVA on the flip side, they lost yesterday on the men's, and so the gods gave them a reward this time. But we're marching along. Oh, yeah, there you go. Said it again. Marching along. There's a BOA, a Bank of America, right here. There is the key lime pie factory. Is this the best place to get key lime pie? I mean, it's the actual factory for key lime pie. You can get key lime pie just about anywhere, but I feel like they all got to all come from here. This is the key lime pie factory. Over here, it's at the Blonde Giraffe. That's the name of the place. The Blonde Giraffe makes the key lime pie factory. Horse fins up 876. We missed out on so much research. But here we are, marching along every mile. Goes to the South Florida Autism Charter School. They started the journey with me all the way back on Wednesday, 5 days ago, back in Key West. And we started from the southernmost point, or whatever the relocated version of the southernmost point is. And we walked, and here we are 92 miles later, marching along. There's some Italian food company enterprises, the Taste of Rome, authentic Italian, all the way in Tavernier. reflection over there. Here it is, the Italian Food Enterprises, the Taste of Rome. There's the BOA. Bank's still open. Still got 12 minutes. We're marching along, trying to get to mile marker 93. We're at 92,330, according to the authentic Italian place here, the Taste of Rome. .4 miles to Burton Drive. I've already kind of lost the sidewalk, but I will cross the street at Burton Drive as we're getting into the divide, where the northbound and southbounds are blocked by this giant bush. There's a Circle K here at 387 here at the Circle K, and there's also a mobile here. Chances are it's going to be the same price. These guys are all in cahoots. They're not going to, try to compete with each other when they're right next to each other. Oh, there's a Dairy Queen here. Yeah, 387, sure enough. Both the mobile and the Circle K doing 387. Got it. You can now cross anywhere and grab the sidewalk. Oh, all right, I think I see it. There's Ellis Drive. See if I got a clear cross. Oh, I see it. I see where that cart path picks up. Way down there. Where I could cross here, hang in the middle of both lanes. When it's safe, I will cross. Nice gas station, conveniently in the middle of both northbound and southbound, so you don't have to worry about which side of the road it's on. It's one of the good things about the turnpike, as those rest stops conveniently in the middle of the turnpike, so that you can easily get back north and south no matter where you're going. Yeah, I don't like to stop at the gas stations where I have to make a left and then turn back around. I want it to be on the side of the street I'm already driving. And if it's on the middle, it doesn't matter which side of the street you're on. You could get gas. Here we are. I'm just trying to find an angle to cross the street where the sidewalk picks up. I can hug the middle. All right, I see that. It's a little grassy over here. Florida losing was a bigger upset than Iowa winning, according to STI on Twitch. BPOE. I think I'm gonna cross. There's a gas station right here. There's Burton Drive. I see that. See it way over there. It's on the other side. I think I want to stay on this side. Well, I'm gonna cross the street, but still stay on this side. Alright, I think I'm gonna cross. Trying to look for, just waiting to cross the street. Here's Burton. I see signs for Burton Drive over there. Hold on, phone call. Wow, the spread was larger than the women's game. Wow, that's amazing. So that is a big upset. 92-610. Crossing. I have crossed. Like Martel and the replacements. Martel crossed. Yeah, there's Burton Drive, the world famous Burton Drive. It's a little tricky. Which way are the divide? And I walk. Where's the pedestrian friendly sidewalk? I think I'm gonna stay here in the middle. Oh, I see it. Oh, I do see it. I do gotta cross. I do see the sidewalk. I gotta go all the way across. And then I can catch some sidewalk with some guardrail. I'm right in the middle of US 1. Right in the middle of the the division of the two lanes. And right here, there's a Circle K smack dab in the middle. What is harder, walking this much or talking this much? Oh, it depends. Depends on the comments. The comments can't make the talking easy. But we are walking for long hours. But yeah, I'd say at least now that we spread it out over 10 days, I'd say the talking is harder. But last year when we were doing it in a week, the walking was harder. And across, oh, thank you. Nice people. For the most part, everyone's been nice. All right, and here's the sidewalk. Thanks to my remote spotters. All right, so you gonna let me go? Thank you. Look at that. Two in one shot. To cross safely onto this nice barricaded, guardrail protected sidewalk, cart path. So here we go. But yeah, the longer the days, the talking was also hard too. And some of those 30-mile days, got to the point where I was so beat, trying to muscle my way back to Key West from Big Pine. And I was like, he wasn't really saying anything. He was just like, ugh. I was muscling away. But feeling good. Took probably a little break, a little bit too long, but we still got POD. That's plenty of daylight. And we got PO2. Heart rate's at 101. First time. I am just walking along. Man, just walking along Tavernier on this protected guardrail sidewalk where we've passed mile marker 22, working our way towards mile marker 93. We've raised over $12,000 since we started this past Wednesday. And we thank you all those who've donated along the way. And thanks to Paul Varney for giving his street donation. We march away. Just chilling. It feels like it's getting a little bit hotter. Oh, now it's nice and quiet. We have this nice walking path over here as we're marching down the barrels of Tavernier, getting closer and closer to Key Largo. I haven't seen any official signs for Key Largo, but according to the green signs, we're probably like 6 or so miles away from Key Largo. We might be able to get there. I'm feeling good. I'm moving pretty good. We've been at it for about an hour. Don't think we've gone 3 miles. We should be getting closer to mile marker 93. Oh. There's a little creek over there. Some nice greenery. Ah, 502. So it's 502. So I-95 should be rocking northbound like US 1 overseas highway was rocking early about a few miles ago. But as you can see here, Dad, if you're watching, I am on the northbound side now. The cars are moving pretty good. It's just a brief muscle right there between 90 and 91 and a half. But cars are moving good now. Coming northbound. We haven't got to mile marker 95 yet. I know I've heard rumblings there that there was construction, moving everything onto one lane. There it is, good old 93 hot dog. That was pretty breezy. We're looking at about an hour and 5 minutes to do close to 3 miles. But here we are, 93, coming right up. We will have done 13 miles today. We'd have 14 miles to do between the rest of today and tomorrow. We could almost call it right here and do another 14 miles tomorrow. But we would rather do the longer day today and a shorter day tomorrow as we get ready for the gauntlet of the 20-mile stretch crossing into Florida City, from Key Largo into Florida City. Now, we won't walk any further than that on Wednesday. We'll end at Florida City. Last year we did that cross and then had to come all the way to Key Largo to 99. So that was a 28-mile day with 20 of it spent on the stretch. That was really painful. There's 93. Oh, ambulance. All right, so we've gotten past the divide. It looks like we see north and southbound lanes again. I think we will get to another one. I'm pretty sure. We're at the Burton Memorial Church. Easter's coming up. There's past 93. Alina Calero, safe. Thank you, Alina. Mimi Dorman. Hello, Mimi. Thank you. On the IG. Oh, bikers coming through. This is indeed a bike lane. That is not mile marker 0, despite what that decal on the guy's house says. We're not at mile marker 0. We did not U-turn. But now it looks pretty easy and breezy. Clear day, sunny. It's 73 degrees. I'm just marching along down. There's signs saying "Welcome to the town of Tavernier" over there, so I guess we're somewhat leaving Tavernier, and we may be officially into Key Largo. Hammer Point. Unique Marine. Walked 93 miles. Trying to do as much as we can today while we have the daylight. Feeling all right. Just got this nice path that I'm just chilling, walking along. All to raise money for the South Florida Autism Charter School. The mark tomorrow is going to be shipwrecks. That's the place. That's the place we will end tomorrow before we embark on the 18-mile stretch. Here we are on the bike lane, Key Largo, between mile marker 93 and mile marker 94. That's what we're doing now. It's pretty open season. And we're marching along. Woo-wee! I do see a green thing I feel like it's been too early to see a green thing, but maybe I'm just walking so fast that, there is a green thing. I can't tell you for sure if it's a mile marker, but I just feel like personally it's been too early. I don't want to give myself hope that that's a mile marker, but I'm just going to assume it's not until I get closer. The next one would be mile marker 94. And then whenever I see 94, I can ballpark 2 hours. And then if sun sets like at 7:30, we could bang out another 5 miles. It's the Florida Keys Wildlife and Environmental Area. Oh, nice little trailer. I'm sure there'll be some critters over there. All right, I see signs, so we're not in Key Largo yet. We're just like the in-between of Tavernier and Key Largo. Yes, that's what the green thing was. Oh, but there's still another green thing up ahead. 8 miles from Key Largo. So technically Key Largo doesn't start till the hundreds, according to this sign. And 55 to Miami. Yeah, but we got a lot more than 55 to go. Actually, not that much more. We're probably 60 or 70 miles out on the ballpark. There it is. There's 8 miles from Key Largo. And 55 to Miami. But we got more than 55 to go on our endeavor. We'll try to get to mile marker 94. Do a battery switch. Just gotta switch in my batteries. That's all I'm doing. It'll be all right. All right, so we'll plug it in now. All right, we're juicing away, trying to get to mile marker 94. There's Alex Menendez on the Instagram. All right, and there's the green sign I was alerting to earlier, but it is indeed not a mile marker. I knew that was too quick. I know myself by now. We're an hour and 23 minutes since we resumed from lunch break. I'm live away. Gee, this one. I thought that might have been the guy that somebody was telling him about, that he was writing, like he was circumnavigating the country, and it was in Key West on something like that, on like a cart. He's like pushing a cart all over the country, and he was just in Key West. I thought that might have been him. Who was it? It is bright outside. Now it's 74. It's gotten a skosh hotter. Sunny at 74. Now 74 degrees is still nice, but when you've been used to windy, breezy stuff and used to 70 degrees, 74 feels hot. There's the wild signs for the Wild Bird Center. That's the sign I saw. It was not indeed a mile marker. All right, so getting some text. So it's barely about 2 hours and 20 minutes to the Mrs. Mack's kitchen. Now, it's from my remote spotter, but there are two of them. We have to go to the little one. There's the big Mrs. Mack's kitchen, and then there's the little one. The little one is slightly further up. I know this. I went to the wrong one last year. After the day after we crossed the stretch and into Key Largo, we were at that mile marker. I walked to the wrong Mrs. Mack's kitchen and had to walk back to the other one, and I was hurting bad. But yeah, 5.7 miles, 2 hours and 20 minutes, which 2 hours and 20 minutes puts us right at the crisp of sunset. Yeah, we'll catch a little bit of darkness, but we're talking maybe 10, 15 minutes of darkness. I think it's worth it to power through. It's pretty safe. That's all the way back at mile marker 99. Sunset 7:34. So we'll probably catch like 10 or so minutes of darkness if we power to Mrs. Mac's kitchen, but we were prepared for that. We got lights. That is the closest Mrs. Mac. Okay, so we got to go to the farther one. So it's probably the directions he's gave me was the closer one. We have to go to the farther one, which probably adds probably 10 more minutes. We're probably looking at 20 minutes of darkness. And even then, sunset doesn't mean pitch black. Sunset means like it just starts to dim down. It's probably like we need a moonset time when it's completely dark, because you can still see when it's sunset. It takes a minute. It takes like 10, 15 minutes for it to go completely nighttime. There's a transition period. It's not like there's an on and off. It's not like the sky just turns on and off, and just there's not like a light switch that turns off. It's got a transition. Yeah, sunset is sky's still orange on sunset. It's the sort of Keys Farm. Over there, it's the Florida Keys Farm. Thought I lost the tab. All right, so getting closer and closer to mile marker 94. I know my spotter was what my dad and my brother did a couple times last year was they would get to the mark, walk back a couple miles, just catch up with me, and then walk back to the mark. So they did say they were going to do that again. Should let him know. I mean, he has my Find My. He's timing it out. Traffic's moving pretty good over here. So at some point we might have Michael walking with us. The other one is 0.3 miles further. Okay. Talking not even half a mile. We're talking maybe the difference is like 5 to 7 minutes. Marching along here, trying to get to 94. for right now. Maybe be able to go all the way to 99. Oh, we might have passed 94, but there are the addresses here. Do have. Oh yeah, it wasn't on the pole. There's 94 over there. 94 way out in the corner. We passed 94. Bonus boost. But yeah, because I see 94,002. I'm like, wait, where's 94? But yeah, we just passed mile marker 94. And now we head to 95. And we're looking at about 2 hours being done at 2.5 miles an hour. Give or take another 0.3 miles or so. Be done in 2 hours. Wouldn't mind a little darkness. It's getting kind of hot. Mostly sunny at 74. Florida, more wildlife conservation out here in the Florida Keys. I think the path goes all the way to the stretch, if I'm not mistaken. Walking all this time. The QR code in the top right corner, if you're wondering what that is, it's how you donate. Thank you for all those who've donated so far. We're over $12,000. That's our goal, to try to get to Mrs. Max, the little Mrs. Max. Marching along here. It's good that I have the microphone on. Hear the wind. Trying to get to mile marker 95. We're past 94. But we passed it a little while ago. We're probably not that close to 95. There's the Sunset Haddock over there on the left. And I can just stay right here as we're getting closer and closer to Key Largo. According to the green sign, we're technically not at Key Largo. It said we had 8 miles to go, which would put the start of Key Largo at like mile marker 101. Ooh. Just marching along, nice and easy. Easy breezy. We've been at it since 8:30 this morning, but we did take we probably took like a 3-hour break. We had to just mostly to charge. The rest of it was mostly to charge on the batteries. I was getting pretty depleted. And so I see some addresses, 94,381. So we're just getting close to halfway through mile marker 94. I've done 14 miles today. Trying to squeeze another 4 and change to get to 19 miles on the day. And tomorrow, if we get to 99, tomorrow would only be an 8-mile day. T-shirt city. It's nice and quiet. Shore Master. We're just chilling here. Had this nice giant sidewalk here that we've been walking on for quite some time since Burton Drive. The roads are divided again. You can see both sides of US 1. Affordable asphalt. Yeah. Live for about almost 2 hours since we resumed break. Snappers Catering. Goal again is all the way here. The ballpark. I got it. Home Depot Park on Friday. First 10 up phone call. All right. All righty then. Sorry. Phone call. Coconut Drive over here. No, Nick, New York Nick. Welcome. Just getting on work. It's Monday. It is a work day. It is, 5:47. So, you get out of work. Get to rush hour traffic to get home. Nick, we are we're in Key Largo. We're almost at Key Largo. We've gone 14 miles today so far. We're trying to push through another 5. In fact, your timing may be perfect. I see a green thing sticking out. I think that's another mile marker. That could be mile marker 95. So we're trying to get all the way to at least 99. A local joint called Mrs. Mac's Kitchen, the little one. There's 2 of them within a block of each other. We're gonna pass one Mrs. Mac's Kitchen. We're like, but that's not it. We gotta go to the second one, and that's gonna hopefully to get that. We get there, then we'd only have to do 8 miles tomorrow before we cross over on the gauntlet of the 20 miles stretch. But we're knocking on the door of Key Largo, Nick. If that's where you wonder. We started today in Lower Isla Morada, I guess Upper Matacumbe, and that was a mile marker 80. And we got to a 7-Eleven. We started early. We had feet on the street at 8:30 a.m. We got to a 7-Eleven on mile marker 90, and then we took we rested, charged some batteries, ate, and then we marched on. Probably took a little longer break than I probably wanted to, but it was still helpful. But I do see mile marker 95. Just like if you're going on I-95 right now, whether you're going northbound in Miami or or New York, Nick, living in northern Florida, here's I-95, and I'm sure there's traffic. But I do see signs for mile marker 95. I'd easily say we're around 2 hours. If we go 2 miles an hour, that gets us to 99, and we might have to go a little bit further into mile marker 99. I'm thinking at that point we just might as well go to 100. But no. There it is, mile marker 95 coming up. Been a hot few days. You staying hydrated? Yes, I do have armed. I have my, I'll turn my camera around. Why is it doing that? There we are. So Nick, I do have my my water hose here with my backpack. And I have my father and my brother nearby in case more water and Gatorade. That they will keep me hydrated. I've also had some beef jerky along the way. As you know, my spotter to start the day was a fitness expert. And he's like, here, you just munch on some beef jerky every now and then. But it has been hot. The wind, it's pure sunny and 74. There is no wind now. We've had some windy days, we've had some breezy days, we've had some good days, but the heat is starting to pick up. And I'm sure by the time we cross out into Miami, when we get to Florida City, it might be really hot. But here it is, mile marker 95. Mile marker 95, coming right at you. And we got about 4 miles to go. And tomorrow will only be an 8-mile day. As we just got to get to mile marker 107. We want to do a longer day today so that tomorrow acts like a pseudo rest day. So that we could cross right before we cross the 20 miles. Got to do it all in one shot. Can't half do it. There's 95. Gotta be well rested for the blue wall. That's right. The blue wall's no joke. If you go into that week, he's gonna be a problem. Hell, we were kind of rested last year. It beat us up I was beat up the whole rest, basically the rest of the way, and we were still logged 30-mile days after that. But yeah, I'm gonna be hurting pretty bad after the blue wall, but there won't be much walking left to do after that. 2 days. And they're 95. It looks kind of beat up. Looks like it's a Halloween 95. Looks like a ghost. But here it is. 95. March along. Woo! Probably got less than 2 hours. Probably an hour and 40, hour and 50 to go before we're done to the day. We make a little bit of darkness. Yeah, the blue wall is the hardest thing we're going to do, and we're getting closer and closer to doing that. The first couple miles of the blue wall is not going to be. You're not going to be walking on grass. You're just going to be walking up a steep ramp. But then it's really into the stretch. In fact, let me call my spotter. Let him know where I am. Sorry, it's a strategic phone call with my spotter. He's gonna get over there, and what he likes to do is he likes to get in this position. He likes to start walking back to meet up with me, and then we walk back. We all walk to the mark together. We just passed mile marker 95. Just very in there. Marine sanctuary over here. Nice and easy sidewalk. Key lime products. Key lime pies, cake, candy, sauces, and skincare. Oh, key lime skincare. That's what. This way to the beach. Some merch over here. Some signs you can get here. This little shop. Snapper Lane. I'd say we're probably an hour and a half out. I'm starting to hurt a little bit, but it's all right. Don't pay, no gain. But power through today, so a calmer day tomorrow. So marching through the banks of Key Largo. We've been at it since Wednesday. Coming off, starting from Key West, through Sugarloaf, through Big Pine, through 7 Mile Bridge, and Marathon, to the Grassy Key, through Duck Key, to Lower Matacumbe, the Long Key Bridge, Isla Morada, Tavernier. Now we're getting close to we're marching along the banks of Key Largo. And then soon, within a couple of days, we'll be in Miami-Dade County. In fact, well, on the stretch, we'll only have to walk 3 or 4 miles on the stretch to get to considered Miami-Dade County. It's not like it's half and half. It's like overwhelming majority of that stretch is Miami-Dade County, and the rest is Monroe, which is where we're in now. We're in Monroe County. Just march along, just get to 96, then get to 97, get to 98. And I don't know if we actually have to get to mile marker 99 to get to the Mrs. Max. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. You're already in the 305. That's right, New York. The 305. All the phone numbers down here are 305. I'm sure some 786. But yes, Nick. But yeah, we are still 305. Dolly. We never left the 305 in any of these walks. Maybe one year we push it to the night. We start from the 954. Start from Fort Lauderdale Beach. Just go US 1 all the way down. Yeah, we're less than an hour and a half away. We're about 3.9 miles from the Little Mrs. Max. So it is a little bit past mile marker 99. It's 95,391. We're almost halfway through 95. That's all we could do is just take it 1 mile at a time. And if we get there in an hour and a half, we should be good on We should be good on daylight. I really might get there literally right at sunset. Oh. Mockingbird Road. All right, we're just talking some strategy. It was a long strategy call about which Mrs. Mack's kitchen to walk to. We're still targeting the further one. Just trying to get closer and closer to 96. Oh, another phone call. All right, sorry about that. More phone calls. Keep marching along, buddy. I'll check in again later. Thank you, Nick. Thanks for checking in. Keeping it going. All commentaries appreciated. It's getting closer and closer to 96. Marching along, trying to get to mile marker 96. Cool private property. Hey, is this a mile marker? It's not a green sign. Well, that one is over there. So this one has to be, it's not traditional. But hey, I'll take it. Mile marker 96. We march along. Hope that wasn't a fake out. But no, I do see the legit green one on the other end. Over there on that post is the green one. Now we just got to get to mile marker 97. That was a quick one. That was a quickish mile. But we're raising money for the South Florida Autism Charter School. You scan the QR code on the top right, you click it, and you can donate to the link. We're over $12,000 raised. Thank you to all those who've donated. Zach R. Henson joining in on the Instagram. Hello, Zach R. It's been a while since Instagram. That's 16 miles today, which is the average we'd have to do to get to the ballpark in the days we've allotted. Since we started at Key West on Wednesday, we had to average about 16 miles a day, so we're above the daily pace. And today is day 6. Day 6, and we've done 96 miles. That is that's about, yeah, we're about our average. 90s, we're exactly at our average. 6 days, 16 miles a day, 96 miles. We're at our average. We could stop right here, and we'd be on pace to finish. But we know that tomorrow, Wednesday is going to be a gauntlet. Trying to do is walk as much as I can today, to walk a little bit, to maybe we'll walk a little bit tomorrow. As we march from tomorrow, we'll march from Mrs. Mac's kitchen to Shipwrecks. The previous, I was calling another place Shipwrecks back in Marathon, but that was the SS Wreck or whatever. That wasn't called Shipwrecks. This is actually called Shipwrecks. At mile marker 107. We'll try to do feed on the street no later than 10 a.m. tomorrow. Maybe we might be able to feed on the street at 9 a.m. But about an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes from the end of the day. Hour and 10 minutes makes us right on the door of sunset. Almost got this thing down perfect. 3 miles away. A little bit more than 3 miles. It's probably past mile marker 99. And tomorrow we walk all through Key Largo. Oh, buddy. We're just marching away on to raise money. South Florida Autism Charter School. It started with, we're almost 100 miles in. See what the weather's like now. 74 degrees. Call my spotter. car just keeps. Well, real time strategy. Buttonwood Bay. Over there on the left. All right, I'm getting at a little interesting point here. I think this sidewalk ends, but I could cross over to the middle, and there's a middle path, which would be all right. We'll pass the Big Chill tomorrow. That has some, that's where we stopped last year. At what point? That's where we waited for Zach after Zach got his fireworks. We'll see the fireworks place tomorrow. Maybe. Depends what side of the street I'm on. I'm going to cross over into the middle. Well, I think I can get sidewalk again. Yep. Stop, walk across the highway. That's what I will do. I'll follow what the sign says. I'm going to stop right here, and I will walk across the highway. Or bike, if you have a bike. Yeah, we're getting into the divide. All right, just got to sit and wait a little bit to cross. Got an ambulance, too. I'm not going to get in front of an ambulance. Yeah. There's my spotter. I might be able to go after this guy. Here we go. We're crossing. Crossing to the middle. We made it. All right, and now we're going to see now we're on the big divide I was talking about. All right, we're back. Just our intense strategy discussion. Intense strategy discussion. Marching along. Marching along down mile marker 96, working our way towards mile marker 97. We've been at 2.5 hours and we were at mile marker 90. So you're saying we've done 6 miles in less than 3 hours? I feel like it's pretty good. Helps when you have the sidewalk. We're marching along, trying to get to, how's it going? Trying to get to 97, then 98, and then we might have to, and then 99, and then a little bit thereafter. Just walking along this side of this trail, as everything was carved out easy for it. The trail ended over there, but it had a sign where you can walk across the crosswalk and walk along. So now that's southbound US 1. North, this is the divide, the big divide. Way over there is northbound US 1. And I'm basically right in the middle of the two. And I'm just walking along. Just marching along, trying to get to the end. Feel like we're less than 3 miles away. We're less than an hour away. 2.5 miles. Might be able to do better than that. 6:38. We're gonna get there right at sunset. Oh, buddy. It's the QR code at the top right corner. We've walked nearly 17 miles today. Every mile. Oh, phone call. All right, so my father and brother are gonna be coming along. They've parked at the mark. They are heading over here on foot, and they're gonna meet up with me, and then we're gonna finish. Lauren now. She's joined in on the Instagram. Lauren, hello, Lauren. She is also a member of the junior board, which is what I'm a member of, the junior board of the South Florida Autism Charter School. She has her cousin in the school, and shout out Lauren. And Lauren, I am a so yeah. We've all been doing we've all been going at it. We're all fighting, for autism, and there's kids they take kids as low as 6 months. Dr. Moody, the principal, she was with us down at Key West. She came on the giant bus with a bunch of administrators, and then one of our spotters from last year, Glenn, he also came down. He came down on the bus, and my brother Michael went back on the bus with him, and she explained about the new center and how donations are needed, and they take kids as young as 6 months, and they have an adult program. My brother Michael's in it. He is 33 years old. Cynthia, she's watching on IG. Hello, Cynthia. Just trying to get to the end of the day. It's been over 60 miles today. We did have a long break. Felt good. Now I'm kind of feeling it, but I got to power through it today so that tomorrow would be a shorter day, because Wednesday we have to cross into Florida City, and that's 20 miles. 20 miles of really rough terrain. So we gotta try to ideally tomorrow. It's only going from mile marker 99 to mile marker 107. That's why we did this over 10 days, as opposed to last year we did it in a week. We wouldn't have had that luxury. The only 8-mile day that was less than 8 miles was the last day was a 15-minute stroll down Duval Street into the southernmost point, which, by the way, has been relocated. So when we got there on Wednesday, it was under construction. Like, whoa, did they close the southernmost point? Oh, no, we just we moved it to Duval Street. And so people didn't care. The line was still out the door. People didn't care that that's not the true southernmost point, that it was moved. They did not care. No one's going to remember the picture. It's actually in a nicer backdrop, too. It was on the beach. You could see more of the water from that southernmost point. Here, flip the camera around, like, look at me. There's me. Oh, too close. I get to see the sun coming right on my back. Here's me. There's me, marching along. As we're just going down this nice path in Key Largo, trying to get to the mark at the end of the night, but first, got to get to mile marker 97. And at some point, I'll see my brother and my father. Well, maybe we'll see Pinecrest Bakery. I know the famous Key Largo Pinecrest Bakery. It's in between the two Mrs. Max kitchens. Probably, supposedly less than an hour out. Really, got 50 minutes. So 50 minutes at 6:45. That means it's 7:40, right when it's getting a little bit dark. But the sun should be setting. In fact, I think we're not going to see mile markers on this side of the road because the mile marker 97 is going to be over there. The other mile markers are going to be here. We're not going to see because cars aren't going this direction. This is one way southbound. So I don't think I'm going to see another mile marker as long as I'm on this. So it may be possible we passed mile marker 97. In fact, we did. 97 way out in the corner over there. We passed mile marker 97. So now we're working towards mile marker 98, and then probably mile marker 99 too. I'm just following this trail to wherever it may go. We're almost 100 miles into our journey. We'll get to 100 miles for sure tomorrow. If I have a visual of mile marker 100 when I'm at Mrs. Mac's kitchen, I'll walk to mile marker 100. It's a close visual. But we're cruising away. MM97. Just gotta take it 1 mile at a time, on every half mile. And then we'll see when we feed on the street tomorrow. Should see my father and brother soon. Okay, this sidewalk stays in the middle. I thought I was gonna have to cut off at some point. But if you want, I guess there's a U-turn lane if you wanted to make a U-turn on the divide. This is probably a street to do it. Probably about 45 minutes away. Getting closer to Key Largo. Yep, this is one of those cross. If you wanted to turn around, this is a lane to do it. 97 220. Seeing some addresses. And then Upper Keys Commerce Center over there. Keys Carts. Less than an hour, about 45 minutes away. I should keep my eyes peeled out on the other side of the road for a mile marker. But yeah, 97 300. 30% of the way into mile marker 97. Getting to mile marker 98. And you could donate there on the top right corner. That is how you donate. Scan the QR code. And you can donate. There's going to be another SFAX walk on April 18th at the campus for safety. There'll be cop cars and police trucks there and decked out and autism puzzle pieces. The training. The harborage. Manuel Menendez Pro. Robbie, where are you? We're past mile marker 97. We're trying to get to middle. And this is Max Kitches, which is in between mile marker 99 and 100. But we're getting closer to 97.5 for approaching Key Largo. Playa Largo Resort? No, Playa Largo Resort, of course. There's Playa Largo Resort right there. If you want to know exactly where you are, Playa Largo Resort and Spa. And yeah. Woo! I might be able to see my brother and father soon. They went to the mark and they started walking back. We should meet at some point. And we're just cruising here in the middle. Pushing along here. See a mile marker anywhere? Nope. I don't see a mile marker or building addresses. It's probably too optimistic to think we're knocking on the door of mile marker 98. About less than 40 minutes away. Probably exactly 2 miles from a mile you're on. Doti, we're probably 97.5. Yeah, we got to get to 99.5 probably by the end of the day. But we have a big divide of US 1. This is only southbound traffic. Northbound traffic is way over there. Nautical gifts, jewelry over there. Shell World over there. One and a half miles to go, about 30 minutes. Souvenirs, Islandware, 97. Largo_306. That was a wheel. Apparently I should get there before sunset. This may have all worked out quite nicely. Just marching along this trail right in the middle. Which mark are you planning to stop for the night? Somewhere in 99, between 99 and 100. At the little Mrs. Mack's kitchen. Not the big, there's two of them. There's a little and a big one. The little one's a breakfast place. And the big one is a lunch and dinner place. Why they aren't all in the same place? Just one universal Mrs. Mack's kitchen? I don't know. Maybe Mrs. Mack wanted to spread out. There's Vicky Bakery. We'll probably see Pinecrest Bakery before we're done for the day. But if you're Joan, if you're on the Keys and you're Joe in St. Clair, Miami, we passed by Cow Bakery today, way back on mile marker 80 or 81. And then there's Vicky Bakery. They're everywhere. There it is, Vicky Bakery. We're not in Miami. We're in Key Largo. And we'll see Pinecrest Bakery soon enough. And no, I have not passed mile marker 98 yet. Huh. Did I lose? Okay, there you go. First State Bank. There. Sorry about that. We're more than halfway through mile marker 97. I don't know if I could be able to see mile marker 88. I'll just have to turn my neck because it's not going to be on this side. We're all, so the mile marker 98 will be on that side. I'm not going to be able to see that, so I have to catch the one on this side. Which, hold on, I do see it. I do see a vertical rectangle thing over there. I think on the other side it's going to be green. It's 7:04. We'll be looking at 30 minutes at being done. Hey. So we're about 20. So if that's mile marker 98, we'll be about 20 minutes from the next mile marker. Then we probably got to go maybe halfway into mile marker 99. There's Sal's Ballyhoos. I think I see my dad, my brother. Giving them a high sign. YouTube and IG have a little delay behind Twitch. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I guess YouTube has an extra built-in delay, and so does Instagram. But Twitch, they're not as strict with the rules. I guess Twitch does allow cursing, whereas YouTube and Instagram don't really allow cursing, so they need that extra delay to prevent that. Whereas in Twitch, they don't care. That's probably why there's less of a delay on Twitch as there is on YouTube and IG. That's actually not true. Twitch does care about cursing, but that doesn't mean people don't do it. In fact, there's mile marker 98 over there. I can see the post for mile marker 98. There it is, mile marker 98. There's my dad and my brother over there. There it is. 98. Way out there. We got 1 mile and change to go. And we'll be done. Awesome. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. Hey. All right. Catch you later.
How'd that happen?
I did it well. It was kind of already cracked already, and then
You dropped it.
and then I was on a bridge, and I was just sitting on a bridge, and it was literally the slightest drop to the floor. I was overdue for a new iPad anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna give me $12 for that one. So.
Yeah. I said, yeah.
We're going back.
I've had this iPad for like 10 plus years.
How about 20?
Yeah.
You had it since Milan.
It still has the home button. Yeah, Jeff Green says, hey, those guys look familiar. Michael, you want to say what's up to Jeff? Oh, Michael, check out Michael's shirt, everybody.
We came from Miami. Robbie came from Key West.
Yeah.
I'm on a trip a couple of miles. I might have cheated a little.
Michael's got his Festivus shirt on.
Michael's Iron Man.
Yeah. Michael, you ready to do some walking? Yeah.
He's ready to do some eating.
Yeah. But yeah, let's power through it. Let's get all the way.
It's gonna work out perfect.
Yeah.
We were at 99.
Yeah, you're exactly at 99.
This is like 97.
We just passed 98.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get there right at sunset. Like we're
Yeah, it was fine.
yeah.
Look, you got a big walk. I wish the whole trip was with a big walkway like this.
Yeah, I wish so too. It's right in the middle. Look at that. You got trees over there.
Perfect.
You should have seen some of the
A lot
trails.
safer. Believe me, I saw the bridge of death on the way over, and I had some parts that I'm like,
Oh boy.
this isn't good.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some parts that was good, but
yeah. Well, I mean, the way if there's bad traffic, we that's good for us. But you would have liked it. There were some nice little trails that we found.
no.
Or
There's
early
some
on,
great spots.
way back early on, we were walking on Old US 1. No, I mean, like I'm talking like 3 days, like a Cujo Key,
Yeah.
and it was just like a
No,
private
the
trail.
must have been great coming out of it.
Yeah,
Just walking on one and seeing water all the time.
yeah. That and then there was most of the bridges were fishing bridges, but then of course we had the 7 Mile Bridge, which was
I like that bridge that had the path next to the road.
yeah,
That was nice.
yeah,
My
yeah,
blood pressure didn't shoot up too bad.
yeah. My heart rate was higher, even though I was
Yeah,
walking the
remember
same.
you were saying you had 133.
Yeah, and I was walking the same speed.
Look at Michael. Way out ahead of us
Well,
as usual.
Michael said Jeff's watching. After we cross this crosswalk, we're gonna do a curl route and get another $5 from Jeff, since he's on here, and we're gonna both do it together. All right, Mike. We're gonna do a curl route. Well, let's cross the street first. Oh, another Italian wood-fired pizza place. I could have sworn I just saw one of these. Hope we didn't just do a big circle. Oh yeah. I might go from here. We're gonna do a little run, okay? Ready? That Blue said hut. All right, go. Michael, cut. All right, stop. Turn around. Turn around. Throw me the wall. Boom. That's a double curl route. There you go. That's another one for Jeff. We only got to count one of those. We're at 20. 20. We had 20 curl routes. A nice even number. And then next time we gotta bring a football. Next time we gotta bring a football. So, run. Then we can run so we can throw. Oh, that's 20. Jeff says that's 21. Yeah. 21. Yeah. We could. Yeah. We could have definitely gotten the curl routes in. Oh, there's Anthony's, but not Anthony's Pizza. Not Anthony's coal-fired pizza, just something. Yeah, these are brand new shoes. And I still have the other ones. Just in case. Maybe Alex says maybe a Nerf ball, a Nerf football for safety. Blackjack, that's right. We got blackjack amount of curl routes. And a true blackjack. Now we gotta see if we gotta get to 25 by tomorrow. And here we go. We're almost at the end. So how far did you guys walk down here? How far did it take for you to get?
I think it was 2 tops. I'm not quite sure it is. I think it was 99. And you said almost 98, right?
Yeah, I passed 98 by the time I saw you guys.
Yeah, we were almost 100. I think it's only a mile and a half.
Yeah, we're probably looking at 20 minutes. If sunset's at 7:34, it's 7:13. I think we have it timed for exactly. Oh, $3.99. Gas starting to go back up.
So we'll go back to little. They like my house and Latin music.
Yeah. There you go. Dad has his setup. Oh yeah. Get some music in here.
Original, authentic Cuban music.
There you go.
From the Island Man.
That's awesome.
On Sirius XM.
Yeah. And that's how. Hey, that's. Hey, maybe next year we get one of those.
We got a Cuban band this month.
Yeah. Well, the Cuban band live.
There'll be a little trailer behind
Yeah,
you.
yeah, trailer. Yeah. 98,210. 3.99 a gallon here at Marathon, but we're at 98,210. So we're 2/10 of the way into the mile. Dolty says hi to the both of you. And we're all marching along. This is our first wolf pack since this journey. First time we've had a wolf pack. Well, that's not true. We had the SVACs. Yeah, you know that the SVACs bust. Yeah, they all came down. A platoon. Michael gonna do some walking tomorrow?
What's that?
Michael's gonna do some walking tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all safe tomorrow. I don't think we're done with.
We gotta figure out how we program it, because I don't know if we should drop it or go.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be like 3 or 4 hours.
If it's 4 hours.
But yeah,
I can tell Robbie's on gas fumes.
I'm on gas. We just gotta power through. Oh, you know what, Dad? I may need your help, just so I can make it through. No. I need this So you see, I have two batteries in the back. The black one is fresh. The other one's.
So, but it's in here, right? You don't have to disconnect the strap.
No. It's where the yellow jacket is.
That's right. You have to disconnect.
Yes.
The strap.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is not it.
No, that one's dead. There's a black one in there.
That it?
Yes, that's it.
That's a charger.
Yeah.
So now what do I do?
Just put here. I'm gonna put this in here and put.
You don't need this one.
No, yeah, those are dead. Yeah, I just need enough.
This is why you have staff.
Yeah. We just had a pit crew change.
And I have things gonna drop your pants to the floor. You're gonna be walking in your underwear. This will be the underwear walking portion of the event.
Well, it's the underwear Olympics. It's like the NFL Combine.
When you watch Robbie's pants hit the floor
That's
with
all right.
a 3-pound battery, you just put it in his pocket.
Well, the iPad is going to be facing away from that, should that situation come up. Michael, wait up. We're powering through. Powering through, trying to get to 99. Then we might just be there. Did you see Pinecrest Bakery on the way in?
Started pointing.
Oh my God. Oh, Michael loves
What's up, Michael?
Michael loves the snorkeling, and he just saw that sign and he's like, "Hey, when are we going snorkeling?"
Tell him that Michael brought his gear.
Yeah, Michael even brought his snorkeling gear. Leaving the office, you'll enjoy the last. Thank you, Jeff. We might have an early feed on the street tomorrow. Oh, getting some text. So apparently we're stopping just for Pinecrest Bakery. you walk to mile marker 105, you're in the entrance of Key Largo Cummings. From coming back. Yeah. We've raised over $12,000. And now we have a wolf pack marching along. We're over $12,000. We thank all of those who have donated. We didn't pass it, right? Yeah. Huge. And do you see the other one on the way in, or did you?
Yeah. So it's close. It was close.
Okay.
Little is close to big.
Okay. Yeah.
Big is close to little.
Okay.
It was nothing. It was like a half a mile, I think.
Yeah.
Is your arm fried from carrying the laptop iPad?
No, believe it or not, this little contraption, this little harness that I got set up, it's like,
Shouldn't you just harness it like this? Oh, because you can't move the buttons around.
Yeah.
No, so it's attached to you this way.
Yeah.
But the camera's going that way.
Camera's going that, but I could flip it. I could flip it around through here.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't want to. What you want to do is get it around your chest.
Yeah.
Your hands are free.
Yeah, but then, it could only go that way. It could never get a shot of my face. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess your face is nice to look at.
Well, I think people.
I had to bring you some of the mother country. While you're here walking alone in the islands.
Maybe next year, maybe one of these years, we'll do a walk to Cuba. We'll get a path from the Key West to Cuba.
There won't be any food or any water. We have to import all this stuff. And forget about electricity.
Yeah, we're gonna need to bring a lot of batteries.
Yeah, you're gonna need like 28 batteries. In fact, how are you gonna charge it?
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, Key Largo EMS. So troopers here. We're well within the law.
Dude, significant police presence.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sir, yes, sir. I am an American citizen, sir.
We're looking at 10 or so minutes.
We're on it.
Oh boy. I don't think I could go an inch further than one we're in.
You have another mile in you. Don't worry, from
Yeah.
by the way, guess what we're stopping on the way? For a cortadito.
Yeah.
And a little pastel de guayaba.
Yeah.
Little appetizer. Little dessert. To keep the Cuban theme of the last leg of day 2.
Yeah, there is a Pinecrest Bakery coming up. I don't know if we'll see that today or we'll get that tomorrow. Ooh. We probably passed mile marker. We might have passed mile marker 99 and we weren't even paying attention. No.
Right. You look at real estate. This is what you want to buy.
Yeah.
A complete dump.
Yeah. A dump and flip 98.
Level this thing.
Well, maybe that's what this is there for.
Yeah. Get the backhoes. It'll level it.
Yeah. 98,620.
This is what I'm looking to buy. Complete piece of crap.
Ah, is this the big one, Dad? I think this is the big one.
Oh, no, I'm not sure it's this one. I think it's past that trailer right there.
Yeah.
You see that open parking lot?
Yeah.
With the cars there at the right? I think that's it.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes away. No, this is a palm reader place. This is a psychic place.
Yeah, where they take your money and tell you lies. Yeah, you're going to go to the United States.
Yeah. We are at a wolf pack now, marching along. Ah. 15 minutes. We're not going to be at 19 miles today. Look at that guy. Oh. What's up, bro? Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him, Mike. Don't worry about him. He's blocked. I watched the cars. This is, I don't know what this is, right at the back of the building here. I think it's another Coast Guard place.
I think it's a military recruitment center.
Or the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard, look, I think that's the Marines, the red. I think Air Force is in there. Let's see what that says.
You're right. I think it's got all the branches.
States Army. I think the Navy's the blue one. Gotta be a recruitment place.
Yeah. 98826. That means they're coming. Yeah. That means they're coming up on mile marker 99.
Get to enlist in the military and then go get hammered.
Yeah, there's a bar next to this recruitment place.
Oh, Largo Moose Lodge. They're probably all ex-military.
Yeah. Well, that's where we are, the Key Largo Moose Lodge. 98.8. Ah. 98,880. We're knocking on the door of 99. It's getting a little bit darker, but still, we can still see. Avenue subs. We've been cruising on this path the whole time. Yeah, Instagram's gonna cut off the stream in the next 30 minutes, so we gotta get there.
Mike's doing some walking.
Why are you doing some walking? You had to have passed mile marker 9. No, we have. I don't think we've seen mile marker 9. 98,950. We're literally on the goal line of 99. TBD on when feet on the street is. It might just happen. Like today, I wasn't planning to do feet on the street at 8:30, but no later than 10 a.m. That's the latest we could do feet on the street. But we're gonna try to do it earlier. Oh, is that it, Dad? I think I said that. Oh, and there you know, there's mile marker 99. Hey, Dad, I think this is it. Is that it?
Yeah, it was fine.
All right, there's 99. Hold on, Dad.
Why don't you just go to YouTube?
Is this the big one or the little one?
Little one. I mean, big one.
Oh, we gotta keep walking.
Why?
Because because we have to. All right, this is the big Mrs. Max kitchen. This is not the little one. So we have
Michael walking over protest.
yeah. We just got
But
8.
you know what? We didn't walk 10 miles today.
Yeah. So
10 miles for us 3.
so we have probably 8 minutes left. We did pass mile marker 99. We're probably looking at 8 more minutes. Ooh. Yeah, back to the music.
still?
Yeah, yeah, I'm still on YouTube. Yeah. All right. So we are. Oh, Dad, look what it is. I think there's Pinecrest Bakery. Yep. We're like 8 minutes away from being done.
All right, here's the second one.
Yeah. There it is, Pinecrest Bakery. Oh, I lost focus. Focus, focus. I want to get the science of Pinecrest Bakery. There you go. There it is. Pinecrest Bakery, the Key Largo.
Show them the drive-thru.
Oh yeah, there's a drive-through. We don't know. We have a drive. 'Bungalows over here. I know that place Snooks has to be coming up. I don't know if we'll see. I know Snooks is on this mile marker. So there it is. Pinecrest Bakery. Should be within five or so minutes from Little Mrs. Max. That's gonna be a mark tomorrow. We're 5 minutes away. Five more minutes, and we'll be done for the day, and we'll pick up from Mrs. Max. And then we just gotta walk to this place called Shipwrecks, and that'll be the edge of the stretch. So almost 20 miles. We're doing 19 miles, but thought I was feeling good after this long break. And then, get back at it. 300 seconds. Oh, wait for being done. Count to 300, we'll be there. Oh, but tomorrow we do this, and tomorrow will be a shorter day. Oh, the Key Largo Inn. Over there. Snook. Yeah, I think we'll see. We might see Snooks. Thank you. Wait up, Mike. Do you see it? 300 yards on the left. It's 3 football fields. That seems like a lot. Yeah, Dad, we will have to cross. We will have to cross the street at some point. Yeah. You want to cross now? All right, we're gonna cross right now. Cross, Mike. And I have crossed. I have safely crossed. I think I see it. I think I see the little Mrs. Max. I remember it from last year.
Stop!
Hmm.
Mommy's there. I'm on the street.
Wait. I think I see it. Not crazy, right? I think I see it. Oh yeah, I see it. All right, I'm gonna get ready to mark. Oh boy, we're here. All right, let me get the sign for Mrs. Max's Kitchen so I can pick up for tomorrow. Oh. All right. Here we are. Eli Pie, Mrs. Max. There's a little one over there. All right, feet on the street. Sometime between 9 and 10 a.m. I'll see you.